Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with episode 24 of Minecraft New Adventures. And if you are new around here, please like and subscribe. Or the thunder might strike you. In all fairness, I'm gonna... See, normally I would say I'm just gonna go and jump in the pool and get drenched. But in reality, it's raining. Whee! Yeah, I know. Also guys, I did clear out this area in between episodes. I've not made them yet. But I potentially have enough iron to at least start making the hoppers. The reason that I've not done, the reason I didn't do it on stream is because it's literally sitting there for hours. Also, the name tag you're seeing in the background is because I've now saddled all of them up, and now most of them do have names that I can't do until I get an anvil, and to get an anvil I need iron, and at the minute iron's kind of a case of I want to get the farm done first. But today's going to be a bit of a productive. It was basically going to be me a case of going to be I might, if I have time, if I might near the end, but who knows. I was gonna go and be you know what, I'll go and track down, see if I can find a Night Fury. Chose not to in the end. Just because I wanted to be a bit more productive. So, Rock Smash is the only one with an actual name, because when equipping the saddles to the rest of them, I thought of one there and then, and it's yeah, Rock Smash, because, Gronk will smash rocks. The Nada I'm calling Strafe, because I think it fits. Don't ask me why, but I'm probably going to call the Zipperback Double and Bite. I want the Zipperbacks to kind of be a sort of a pun on words. Don't ask me why Rock Smash is essentially going wee wee wee. But yeah, I did get I think it was a stack and a half of iron. I needed to use some of it just to make a few more saddles, but I do have enough now to make the Gronkle stuff. I made the full set of Nada. I did it in between episodes because I literally had enough. Fortunately, I don't have Night Fury stuff yet. Whoops. I think it's just a Gronkle Heart. I need one more. I will show off what these all look like too. But yeah, so in between episodes I basically did just get the rest. I made... I'd also chopped the bamboo down there, and from that, got just over a couple stacks, which isn't too bad. I've been breeding up the cows because I'm going to need leather. I was breeding them up because it's like I'm going to need leather to be finished making the saddles all up. Turns out I was able to just get enough leather from the stray cows. But I'm still breeding them up just because... But yeah, just because I'm going to need them to make bookshelves, to make an enchantment room. I'll first show off the... I've also done this just to... sort of like have it more like neater. I probably will leave it like that, but... We'll do a sight in the sun. No. The not zip about the Deadly Adder armor, I don't think fits perfectly. I like parts of it, but like, because of the fact of Astrid wore it in the third movie, the third animated movie. So it was designed, the whole thing was designed for like a female character, so for a Minecraft character that's male, like, I don't think there's any difference with like skins and that off of Minecraft. I don't think it's done perfectly, but I do at least think it is somewhat accurate. Besides, I don't think like the whole like tiger stuff behind is perfect. Next, I'll do. What did I not make for Gronkle? And I never was the biggest fan of the Gronkle armor because like the armors for the most part are based off the third animated movie where Hiccups like already was in like the second movie, and some part of Race to the Edge was already wearing a bit more armory stuff. But then the rest of the gang do for when they're rescuing dragons in the third movie. And this is Fish Legs. And I do think it looks a kind of bit better than the Deadly Nanta set, but overall, yeah. Just to clean up my inventory, I'm going to go and chuck a couple away. See, something I'm surprised they didn't do. But overall, kind of happy they didn't, and I 100% do get why. And I'll just have meaning like spare sets like up here. Is Rough Nut and Tough Nut are two different people in it, but in the Minecraft, the Zippleback is just a two-headed dragon that you ride by yourself. Thankfully, you don't need a second person. It'd be cool if you could, but you don't. This is where it's gonna, like, I'm presuming the Monster Nightmare armor is going to be probably my favorite. This is kind of cool. I can't remember how, like, it's been a while since I've seen the third movie. Like, I rewatched the first animated movie today because of the fact of the live action movie is currently in cinemas. And there were a few things that weren't 100% accurate to the thing. They did take the odd, like the odd case of, yeah. But that's just from clips, and I've only seen a couple that aren't. I like, nothing wrong with the live action movie. I'm happy they've made one. And I know for a fact it would be a pain in the ass to make the dragons look 100% accurate. Toothless, I feel like they did nail. But, like, Stormfly doesn't 100% look like Stormfly. It does definitely look recognizable. But not like, oh my god, this is Stormfly. Yeah, that's kind of right. I was gonna 100% like this a bit better. I don't like the fact that she basically snot out in. I also don't like how that looks. I'm presuming I might like the Night Fury. I'm a bit better, but again, I don't have a Night Fury, so I can't get it. But yeah, like I know for a fact it's a like pain in the ass. Like, excuse me, sir. Who the hell are you? Oh, obvious. But yeah, like guys, one of my favorite movies as like a kid was Ben 10 Alien Swarm. I loved Ben 10 as a kid. And to me, one of the big things for that movie was why on hell did we not get more aliens in the movie? Because we get like 2, 3, and it's like, hold on, wait a minute. Yes, they're gonna have a big budget for that movie, but at the same point, well, that does look more like a chess piece than that. But at the same point, it's like, yeah, it's kind of reasonable. Like same with like the animated, the live action movie. I get not everything is gonna be perfect, no matter how much I want it to be. Damn it. I know I could probably sprint over and get back. But at the same point, I know when I get back halfway there, it's gonna. Yeah, though. Also, guys, I got the Monstrous Nightmare up to 8 for speed, 8 for flying, and the Groncord, and again the Deadly Night I maxed out in the stream in episode 23. I went into them outside episodes; they weren't too bad actually to do. The Monstrous Nightmare was sort of just started the case up because I was out in the snow biome like that way. It's like, okay, Strafe's taking a bit of damage. Now when I come to name one, I will remember the fact of that it's called Strafe. Probably not, but Now I'm gonna keep the Book of Dragons on me, but I'm not gonna keep the guides. Also, guys, a spare seller because I did accidentally make 4, and the other books are literally just in here, plus a few other stuff that I might actually, yeah. Also, technically, like speaking, the quarry miners aren't as useful as they used to. I'm gonna keep the comparative where everything. I should probably should, but at the same point, like it's gonna be a lot more of a. But yeah, the quarry miners are no longer as useful as they were before I had the dragons because when going over the dragons, like attacks, the Deadly Knight has sort of like a spine-based attack, which is what it's always had. It's also had that plasma blast, but the spines are kind of more notable to a Deadly Knight. Gronkles spew lava. This is a lava generator, essentially. So technically speaking, setting up, with the iron farm, I can easy enough set up farms to essentially run on lava. Just need to find a safe space just to, like, put down some stuff to essentially let Rock Smash go spew, spew, spew. The Monstrous Nightmare burns things, and the Hideous Zipperblack blows things up. And because of that, the Hideous Zipperblack can blow basically on anything I need up. So yeah, I'm gonna go and grab the iron. Also, I get why they only did one variant of each thing. Dying Fury, I get why they only did one. But we did see that we saw several different versions of like of each. Also, this does kind of get string. It's supposed to stop when like you place certain blocks down, which are placed down. But again, out of my hands, like I can't stop the cats from spawning because that's how the string drops. Not the best string farm in the world, but I'll take it. It's accidentally getting me string, and I'm not gonna complain. But yeah, guys, there was several different colors of each of them. Like in Race to the Edge, we saw a green Gronkle. See, I don't know what fences I'm gonna use, so it's like, what wood do I chop? What safe to chop? You know what, safe to chop down? Dark oak. You know what? I'll cut down some oak. It's always gonna be a safe choice. Because I'm kind of tempted to go for like dark oak fences around the edge. But yeah, guys, I spent a bit of time in the iron farm and did get a nice bit of iron. This is also not my first shovel, this is like the third. And I will quickly... This area, I have now dug out. I do want to do the exact same in that area. When, I have no idea. Because I don't know how far back... Like, that was kind of easy, because it's a case of... I'm building... Actually... I could... Yeah, I want to take it back a couple anyway. Also, guys, believe it or not, my dirt chest, which I've not had for long, is now full. Which is proof of how much digging I've done. I've literally had to chuck the additional dirt, which I will be incinerating when I make a lava farm. Saying that, it's like, hold on, why the hell do I need to make an actual lava farm? I have a lava farm. Called a Gronko. Like, literally, it's literally in this case is called a Gronko. Also, guys, there's supposed to be apparently a better Dragons, Hard Training Dragon mod, or add-on or something that's available on Bedrock. I've looked, I can't see nothing. If I ever do find out how to add it, instead of adding it to New Adventures, what I will do is basically just start a new series for it. Because I'll like leave the dragons on this, but because what I've seen from it is like a full case of, look, here's some of the really cool stuff from like the actual series and all that. Also, dirt chest. Full. I was like, why the hell is there dark oak planks in there? Which is why there's extra dirt in here. But yeah, like I needed what, like 70 hoppers? I'm not gonna spend the whole time just doing like the hoppers. Because like that's 100% gonna get boring. Unless I'd be smart and just cut down the dark oak tree. Also, guys, the Overwatch stream will more than likely be the weekend. Because, actually, I say more than likely. I'd love to turn around and say, yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow night, but again, that makes it useless. And, like, I don't mean it in a hateful way. I do generally mean, like, I've got, no cage mates. And see, I say that for the simple face of, if a conversation ever comes up about people's birthdays, I get the fun factor going, yeah, that's lies. Just because a few of them do like to, like, say, yeah, my memory's decent. It's like, is it though? Is it really? But yeah, hopefully this should be enough to get started. See, I want to say it was something like, no, it wasn't the 70s, I don't think, anyway. But yeah, we'll get started on the chicken farm. See, making a dog, like, it's not going to be a 100% dog house. It's going to be a case of a dog place. So guys, that was 17, and that got us to, like, here. So, yeah, we're going to need a few more. But technically speaking, the smart decision probably would be row in the middle, row left and right, and, like, do sort of, like, a cross design. And, make the most out of it until I can. But at the same point, I have the option to, and basically what's going to happen is, I'm just going to have to go and spend 3 hours just sitting in a hole doing nothing. Because, in all honesty, guys, actually, I probably will start working on dog house. When I was getting the iron for that, in all honesty, I had boxes that I needed to rip up because, like, I needed to get rid of them. It's like, you know what? I'll load up Minecraft. I'll go into new adventures. I will sit at the iron farm, do nothing while I break up this box. And I got that much iron from breaking up a box plus doing a few other things. What I probably will end up doing is quite simply going and just sitting there and play like a mobile game for a few hours. Now you might be asking, why the hell am I still sleeping outside when I have a nice comfortable bed upstairs? In all fairness, I have no idea. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I'll take half the iron I've got, and it's like, I have more diamonds than I have iron. Just because I don't want to, like... Basically, guys, this chest has just become a case of, I need it for something, this is where it is. Now, what I do need is cobblestone. Now, the reason I'm using cobblestone and not just using iron, because it's like, you've got an iron farm, use iron. It's 100% a waste. Cobblestone I can easy enough get. Iron I have to go and wait. Also, guys, at some point, I do plan to move them out. Like, once I know I'm 100% done, like, needing, like, snow, I will then make myself another iron shovel after. But, like, I'm not making 3 or 4 iron shovels. Like, literally, the only use I have for cobblestone is building rock smash, because he loves the stuff. Gronkles love, like, stone and all that lot. But yeah, in all fairness, I plan to move them into separate homes. Because I never would willingly entrap someone in a little box and, you know, shovel snow all day. Because I'm not the 100% that mean. In this case, it is literally just for a good cause. Plus, then I'd get my attic back. So, no, my luck, I will 100% get done with the snow from doing it like this. Also, the reason I use snow is because it's, like, nice and soft, and I, like, why I could use wool, it'd be white wool, and I think snow just looks a bit nicer. Plus, then it gives me the option to, like, use, like, powder snow around the odd little spot to make it. See, this is nice when they just stand in one spot, because you can just go and sit like this all day. And you want to do this with, like, an unenchanted, like, iron or stone shovel, like, you don't want, like, an enchanted diamond one, because I did it on Quest. Netherite would 100% not work for this, but, like, because of the fact of how quick you will dig, you want it, like, something like a block underneath it, like, it's like cobblestone or something, or wood, but something that can't be broke too quick. In all fairness, obsidian would probably be the perfect thing. But yeah, guys, I am over the weekend. But see, if I'm available tomorrow, it'll be tomorrow, because if I've got Century streams that I want to do, say, for Saturday or potentially Sundays, and it's only one a day, but then I end up having Fridays off, or Fridays and end up becoming available, I then choose to do them on Fridays and just have a longer weekend. But like, what I'm what I'm expecting is just to get like a text, like, because I've essentially had texts. Like I say texts. Text. See, I hear text and I think, you know, mobile number, but no, I've had messages sent from, like, on Discord being like, hey, nothing this week, nothing this week. Like, first it started with nothing for the next couple of weeks, then it started weekly. I'm gonna be surprised if I don't have snow left over. Also, something I've never understood that I do is, anytime I, you know, live in the Arctic or, like, close to the ice, I always set up an ice farm. But any other time, I willingly don't. Like, I like farms being essentially close. Just for the fact of convenience. Like, the iron farm isn't too close, but it's not too far, and it's a nice little sprint. At this point, I may as well just go until the shovel breaks. Yeah, I'm choosing the swimming pool option to get out. Benefits. Benefits are the reason I like us having a swimming pool behind the back of... Okay, I'm the only one who gets to loot in my pool. But, like, I'm the one swimming in there. I 100% probably should wall it off to stop mobs from going in it. But at the same point, it's nice. It's nice how it is. Also, no, I've still not named the dogs. Because without an animal, I can't. And I might be using name tags from Creative, but the rest, like, name tags are sort of like the one thing, like, it's like, I don't class this as just like cheating. Because, like, why it technically is, it's the same on Ark with, like, dies. I have no problem summoning them in or having someone summon them in. Because if it's, like, a cosmetic based thing, I don't see the problem. Like, I only classify, like, my definition for, like, cheating isn't 100% accurate to the actual accurate cheating. For instance, someone's coming here and I give them the ability to, you know, get full netherite armor without actually going to the nether and, like, a stat, like, 500 stacks of, like, diamonds. That I classify as cheating. But if they've used that just to go and, you know, be like, damn it. Just to, you know, get some dyes or just to name their pets. Yeah, like, at the end of the day, don't care. Also, I have made this a bit bigger. And I have now just realised my mistake. I want to do a stone brick around the outside. It's snow, so it's easy enough to get, so I don't mind breaking the blocks with hand. But yeah, I thought it was about time that I actually do start being more productive. In all fairness, I don't think I need that much more. Also, guys, considering it's now summer in the UK, it's definitely getting to a point where, like, because before I do start streaming, I make sure, like, mic's working all that, like, typical setup stuff. But back a while ago, I was testing to see if my fan would, like, actually set my mic off. Because in PlayStation parties, like, you can see if someone's speaking by literally their name will essentially start, like, flashing, like, blue. And every time I had my fan on during that point, I knew it was, like, setting off my fan. Not the fan was setting off my mic. So I was like, you know what? I don't need it with streaming. In the winter, it's not going to be a problem. In the summer, where it's roasting hot, also, I don't know why, like, I've built a house and it's like, I'm choosing to sleep outside. I think it's just got to a point where it's like, I like having it, but it's more of a, you know, giant storage thing. Part of me likes the experience of camping. At some point, I 100% will. But for now, Like, the literal only reason I've not moved the snow golems from up here, it's like, where would I put them? Dog house that side. I want to kind of have, like, the space that side and for farms and all that lot, like, I just want that to be, like, a nice little open, like, side garden. So, yeah, so it's a case of where would I put them. Like, I don't have a problem with being in the attic. The attic's just not big enough for what I plan. Because, quite frankly, what I plan to do is literally put them into a box, have, like, something underneath them. It might be obsidian, because I think... Just because then it'll be a case of, like... Because typically what my problem has been, I don't know why, don't ask me, I'm pretty sure it is on Quest. But, like, I just had the block as essentially snow, and it's like the shovel was going instantly straight through it, so I had to reset it a few times. Which is kind of annoying. But same point, I 100% shouldn't have. Just over it. But yeah, like, when my attic's finally, like, clean again, it's gonna be so nice. Snowball! I 100% should not be mean to them. Although, my biggest problem with sorting the iron farm was the villagers. They were a pain in the ass. Like, the method I did use is the method I've used before, where... Quite frankly, I used a boat. I was thinking, it's like, did I use what I thought I might have used? Because it's like, I do have some rails, but it's like, I didn't make a minecart, so no, I 100% haven't. But no, I did use a boat. Now, do I have a... I'm gonna presume I don't have a snow chest, and like, the snow's just going in... Snow's going in there for now. But yeah, like, I slaughtered some too. But getting back to the thing I was saying earlier about the dragons, they've all been given saddles and armor, and they've also all been given a red trim. Strafe, you can kind of see the red on, like, the horns and, like, the wings and all that lot. Rock Smash, you can see it over the face and that, like, you can see the detail. Blitz, which I might call you can see it on the wings and all that lot. And Double Bite, like, you can, like, see it. I'm not too bothered about collecting the scales. It's going to be nice to have a few. Stone bricks. It's like, what do I need? I have some made from when I was doing like this. No, I'm not gonna have enough. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I probably should have just said 20 and it probably would have been fine. Chuck that and smelt. But yeah, guys, I've cleared this area and it looks so much more nicer. Actually, I'm going to need a lot more than... Yeah, because I'm also going to want the... do you... Well, yeah. I want to add a pool in. And by like, I just want like a nice little swimming pool thing because like they can't go and swim in the big one. Way too dangerous. But there'll be the outside here, there'll probably be like a space where they can run around in this little sort of field area because that's the reason it has been dug out. Damn it. Every time I think I'm done with dirt, it turns out I'm not. Also, I can't wait to move this. Like, it won't be for a few episodes, or in between a few. Just because, like, right now, it's a case of, like, my full priorities are get an iron. But yeah, overall, guys, I thought it was about time that, you know, I did start essentially cracking at the whip. I could have swore I dug this out, but, like, did I, or did I just dig out? See, I'm presuming what I did was go and was like, yeah, this is over the line by, like, I'll just dig out one. It's like, no, I do actually want a couple spaces. Like, I like having essentially a 2-block, like, near each, like, between each thing. The only reason there is a 4-block thing between the pens for the animals is because I want the option of if I want to do a fancier path. Let's say, what of this have I got to change? And it's like, you know, I'm going to make it look a bit, like, nicer. Yeah, actually, at this point, I may as well just get rid of it. But yeah, guys, for kind of all intents and purposes, the dog house is basically 50% done. And something else I noticed, like, I've noticed a few different things. One thing, I had a boat, I haven't replaced it. That slipped my mind. Not as important anymore. I might maybe make one at some point, but again, not as important. The thing that is important is I also had a bucket of water on me at all points. Basically, that would, at the beginning, that was just my infinite water source. But yeah, at the beginning, it was just my infinite water source. And then very quickly turned into, I need sugarcane. Yeah, then very quickly turned into a literal case of, I need someone to plant sugarcane. We'll put snow. I would do ice. I don't have ice. When I get ice, I will do ice. And that's just more of a case of when I get blue eyes. Also, guys, this probably will just be the, like, for most parts, most episodes probably will just be a case of the normal, 5 day sort of thing, where it's like 5 days per episode. Some cases, some will be more, and then like cases where it's like, okay, it's not like I want to do more. Like, it's not the fact I don't want to do more like today. It's just more of a case of the weather is. Like, guys, I'm that person that in the UK it's like, oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait for it to rain. I can't wait for winter. Like, everyone does. You like a typical thing for UK people is like, I can't wait till it's winter. It'll be nice, cold, and it'll be no more of this heat. Come winter, I can't wait for summer. This cold is just bad. I'm on the mindset of, and don't I don't think it's the worst mindset in the world, but I'm on the mindset of, I'd rather be cold and need to warm up than be warm and need to get cold. Because a great example of this, back when I was in college, a mate was, because I did media in college for the year, I didn't go back second because of personal stuff. Essentially, I wasn't in the right headspace to go back to college, and I was an idiot who was like, it's fine, I'll be automatically enrolled. Turns out, no, I wasn't. I did have to re-enroll. Don't know why I didn't question it. To be fair, this might actually be a bit longer than 5 episodes. 5 days, even. I'm going to take Strafe and just go and have a quick look. But, like, you can see, like, how nice the red looks. But basically, guys, the one thing that I do want to find, and I'll be happy once I do, is the Night Fury. Now, something that I am going to quickly check. First of all, yes, I can get the armor that way. Not going to. When I get it, you'll see it. I can get the scales from that, but like, there's no actual spawn egg. But when looking on the like page for the about the add-on, I noticed the fact of like Toothless was essentially showing off in the snow. Questioned it a bit. But one thing I like about my Deadly Nata is it looks a bit more different compared to the others now. It's got like this nice armored design. Compared to like, and like the nice red wings compared to like the others that are just plain. Like, again, I get why they only put one design in, but it would have been nice if they'd gone, here, here's a, there's four like colors like they could have done, orange, green, red, and blue for all 4 of them. I don't remember seeing a blue. I'm pretty sure that was a blue Ronco, like, just randomly. But again, just because we didn't see him in the show didn't mean they didn't exist. They could have just essentially only reversed it. Now, why I could get ice while I'm here, I'll save that for a different point. Now, basically the add-on page where it was showing off Toothless, showed him off in the cold places. And in fairness, at this point, I'm getting to a point where it's like, do I really want to go searching for this thing? But, like, I probably will say take 20 minutes from a couple episodes and I hit the Phantom Trapper between trees and have a look until I do find him. I'm also gonna Google like where he roughly does, because annoyingly, Book of Dragons, Striker class, Night Furies, location question mark. They like tropical fish, so I'm probably gonna presume where tropical fish typically are, but again, no idea. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Strafe. Love kind of big word, but yeah, I like Strafe. Strafe is really cool, but Toothless is rare. I don't even know why this thing is basically still flying, even though it's not. What I probably will do again is just like check online, see if I can like try and narrow down where Toothless typically spawns. Although I can tell you now, if I find Toothless, stream's going from being productive to, oh my god, we found the Night Fury. Like, I get why they made Toothless rare for this. I really do. He's literally the only Night Fury still to exist in the How to Train Your Dragon universe. Now, how do we know that to be true? Because of the third movie, the person who the big bad in the third movie mentioned Toothless is the only Night Fury who he's not hunted. Ah, snow chickens. But yeah, in the third movie, they mentioned the fact of like the person hunting them is like, yeah, Toothless is the only one who I've not hunted. Like Hiccup, who is a friend of Dragons, did a better job of catching Toothless than the person who had caught, almost every single Night Fury, except the Alva. Although technically speaking, the third movie is just a case of debatable. Because up until recently, I hadn't heard that. I thought most people just loved it because it was still a good movie. But from what I get from it, it's a case of people choose to not. People choose to believe it doesn't exist because of the fact of the ending. And while I would love to see a fourth movie, I don't ever think we will. I think it's one of those series where a case of they made 3 movies, they're not making more. And even then, technically speaking, they made a very short one. Although even though that nether portal is small, and at some point I do plan to make sort of a giant one in the exact same location. It is still a decent beacon because once I see it, it's like, yeah, I know I'm home. Although one thing that I don't think I'm gonna get to show is while essentially preparing, like getting stuff ready, making sure everything was like ready and all that lot, there were like dragons just flying around and on my roof. Yeah, I'm just gonna sleep. But yeah, guys, it's not gonna be like as long as episode 23 was because that's definitely my longest stream for a good while. Like that's about 2, potentially 2.5 were like typical episodes. But there's still a few more little bits I do want to get done beforehand. Hang on. Technically speaking, like those are options. Like all of them are. I kind of want to go for bamboo, but it's like, am I gonna like a darker? Do I have any? No, I actually really do like that. Right, time to move the dogs in. Reason I'm moving the dogs in because why I don't hate them being out on my front lawn, I do definitely think they deserve something softer. See, why I technically do have, I think, potentially enough iron to make an anvil. Like, these 4 I do want to keep together because I find them all together and, like, I think they'd be nice as a little group. I know I shouldn't laugh at that, but that was funny. I don't know why they attacked the villager. Like, this is going to be the only group, like... Also, the cats and the parrots will be getting somewhere at some point. For, like, the parrots, I'm kind of thinking make an extension to my house. Build, like, a taller tower thing. Also, some of these are 100% going to get doubled up on colours. What I probably will do... Actually, no. I will do it after I've done names. Because I'll probably will just name it in between, like, episodes. Thank God that's done. Also, I did move these inside because it was about time. There was a really useful person around some point because there was a villager because I broke those, then turned into another villager. I think it was a novice. Also, I didn't go through the effort of basically going, change that to dirt. Just because I have no problem with what looks underneath, but I'd rather it, you know, appear to be dirt. Now, the dog ice will essentially be just this little area, but this area is just going to be a nice little play area for them. They can mess around. Now, the only thing is, where on God on earth do I build a dragon stable? Because, yes, it would be a stable. Now, I have a really cool, rough idea, and I don't think it's that dumb. There's this literal giant hill right here, which I could literally just have, like, because I don't know whether I'm keeping these houses up here. Like, it is a village and for all intents and purposes. I'd love to keep the village. But at the same point, like, those houses 100% will end up getting, like, destroyed. Because what I probably will end up doing in between, like, I'm gonna try and keep the pen. Is, for instance, this wheat farm. It's cool. I probably will extend it. Like, I plan to do some big major changes, but they won't be, they won't be happening for a while. Can you, stupid village? I'm so tempted to put a gate. That temptation just to put a gate. What's that dark oak? Yes, that dark oak trees grow back. I knew I was going to regret using dark oak to make the things, but it's like, it's going to be the best wood to do it. Because I know instantly I'd be like, I want dark oak now. Although, the one handy thing to having an iron farm's kind of close. I don't really have to worry about running out of iron. Because yes, at the minute, iron's a bit more of a case of not a shortage, but I'm not full on going and wasting it. Like, yeah, I have 4 sets of iron armor, and when this breaks, I might not make another set for a while. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna need like that much. But I say it's like the first pig. It's like the first. I think it's the first pig I've seen wandering. Because you don't see that many wandering. But yeah, I did take down. I've taken down a good bit of the bamboo now. Like unintentionally, I have. I'm also kind of thinking like over here, just to make the dragon stable. It wouldn't be that much work either. Because I want it somewhat close so I've got easy access to the dragons, but I also want it in like a really cool location. I hate villagers half the time because they come wandering in your house. It's like, do, this is my house. I can wander. It's like, no, it's not. It really isn't. Anything they're going to make like that much, it's like, oh, wait, hold on. Like, this is literally just for the safety. Do 2 more. And then do. Then have like a miniature sort of back area here. Just so you can have easier access. I probably will fence off like at least 2 here, around here. Because part of me thinks it's like, it touches with the pool then, and it's, But it's like, then I can. And like, I can just bring the fence around a tiny little bit here. Would be no problem. Plus, then it stops mobs from going in there. I am gonna sleep, and then that's the end of the episode, because it's like anything else I need to do, or want to do, like now that can't wait till like next week. It's like, there's several things that I know I need to do. There's several things I want to, actually. The cats can live in the house. Don't lock your sibling out. The cats can stay in the house. I probably will build a doggy door. And by doggy door, I mean a little flap. The parrots, I probably will build an extension on the roof. Like a nice little sort of giant tower. But again, I don't know what I want that to look like. So I might do that in between like episodes. It won't be done for a while. Like, literally, I'm not going in like half finishing a doghouse to then instantly making a parrot house. But yeah, like I'll finish the rest of this in like potentially in between episodes I might, but 100% in between episodes I will be spending hours. We'll probably go up to about 195, maybe day 200. I won't go to day 200 because it's like part of me is like, yeah, I want to do that on stream. It's like day 100 we're so exposure because it's like it took us 20 episodes. Day 24, we're close to it. And that's literally just because of a case of like, I will spend 10 to 15 like days doing very simple stuff just to get stuff like to then spend 2-3 days doing the actual thing. But either way, this is Tiger signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you are new around here, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you with the Overwatch stream over the weekend. It might be Friday night, more than likely Saturday, but either way, I'll see you for that over the weekend. This is Tiger signing off. Bye.